The Suez Crisis of 1956 stands as a watershed moment in the history of the Middle East, marking a confluence of Cold War politics, decolonization, and regional power dynamics. This article explores the intricacies of the Suez Crisis, dissecting the events that led to the conflict and its profound implications for the geopolitical landscape. 1. Background: the Suez Canal and nationalization. The article begins by outlining the strategic importance of the Suez Canal and the context surrounding Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser's decision to nationalize the canal in 1956. Nasser's move triggered a series of events that would soon escalate into a full-blown crisis. 2. Collusion of interests. The tripartite invasion plan. Focusing on the collusion of interests, the article explores the secret plan hatched by Britain, France, and Israel to regain control of the Suez Canal. Motivated by a blend of economic concerns, anti-Nasser sentiment, and Cold War rivalries, the trio plotted a coordinated military intervention. 3. October 29, 1956. Invasion begins Operation Kadesh. Delving into the military operations, the article details the launch of Operation Kadesh on October 29, 1956. Israeli forces quickly advanced into the Sinai Peninsula, followed by British and French paratroopers aiming to secure the canal and remove Nasser from power. 4. International backlash, U.S. and Soviet responses. Navigating through the international response, the article sheds light on the vehement opposition to the invasion. The United States, under President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and the Soviet Union condemned the actions of their erstwhile allies, demanding an immediate ceasefire. 5. Intervention: a new role for peacekeeping. Focusing on diplomatic efforts, the article explores the United Nations intervention. The General Assembly, with the support of neutral nations, established the United Nations Emergency Force UNF to oversee a ceasefire and the withdrawal of invading forces. 6. End of the crisis. Diplomacy prevails. Delving into the resolution of the crisis, the article outlines how diplomatic efforts eventually prevailed. International pressure, coupled with the threat of economic sanctions and the changing dynamics of the Cold War, forced the invaders to withdraw from Egyptian territory. 7. Legacy: shifting power dynamics and national pride. Navigating through the aftermath, the article reflects on the legacy of the Suez Crisis. While it marked the end of traditional colonial interventions in the Middle East, it also heightened Arab nationalism and demonstrated the limits of former colonial powers. 8. Regional impact: rise of Pan-Arabism and Sino-Soviet relations. Focusing on the regional consequences, the article explores how the Suez Crisis catalyzed the rise of Pan-Arabism and shifted the dynamics of Sino-Soviet relations. Nasser emerged as a charismatic leader, and the crisis contributed to the alignment of Egypt with the Soviet bloc. 9. Voices from history: reflections and testimonies. Delving into primary sources, the article features reflections and testimonies from key figures involved in the Suez Crisis, providing insights into the decision-making processes and the emotions that unfolded during the conflict. 10. Conclusion: Suez Crisis 1956, a turning point in Middle Eastern history. Concluding the narrative, the article encapsulates the Suez Crisis as a turning point that reshaped the Middle East, redefined the roles of major powers, and set the stage for subsequent geopolitical developments in the region. In essence, Suez Crisis 1956, the war that reshaped the Middle East, seeks to provide a comprehensive exploration of the events leading to, during, and after the Suez Crisis, offering insights into the complex tapestry of international relations and power dynamics during a critical juncture in Cold War history.